Hello, my name is Chris Day. This is Ben Pilevsky and Socrates Sotos. We're a three-man indie company based here in Montreal. We've released 2 games so far. I've learned a lot from what we made, and we are moving on to our newest title, King of the Hat.
Okay, so what is King of the Hat? Well, King of the Hat takes place in this world where everybody is born with a hat, and the hat contains their soul. So if something bad happens to the hat, it also happens to them. And in our game, if someone jumps on your hat, you explode. So we have 2 very special guests who are just going to demonstrate what that's like via gameplay, and we'll just get right into it.
So, should press A to go through the
Okay, yeah, so basically press A. Press A to open up your card, and then you can choose which character you want with left and right.
Pouce B une fois. Le bouton rouge une fois. Oui, choisis code. Ouais.
Okay, so all the characters are different. They all have special abilities, different passives, different actives. Here we're on the first level. It's the most basic level, and Chris is going to show you guys how to play.
So the game is very simple. There's only 2 buttons involved. A lets you jump, and B lets you throw your hat. And the objective of the game is to jump on the opponent's hat to win. When you beat them, the round restarts, and the first to 5 points wins. Ben's now going to give a little play-by-play of these 2 going at it.
So yeah, that's what Chris just said is really the soul of the game. It's that your hat is your life, but it's also your weapon. So if you throw it, it's this really risky move that if you manage to hit the other player, you can win the round, as just happened. So the Kiara player threw her hat, hit Cole, and managed to take the point. But if you miss, then it normally costs you the point because your hat is too far away and you have to run and go get it. And yeah, like that. Oh yeah, Yeti versus Princess. Okay. Oh, is hat all you got? So that's basically what the game looks like. And yeah, that's King of the Hat. Little micro demo of it.
All right, so since the very beginning, we've been developing this game with the audience in mind. We've brought this game to every single event we could since April 1st of this year, and since then have built a small but dedicated community and have achieved a small amount of modest public success. With the help of our community, we were able to run a successful Kickstarter and have won 3 out of 3 Audience Choice Awards in the last 3 months.
So we've learned a lot from going to many events. First of all, since it's a non-violent game with a very cute art style and simple controls, the game really appeals to kids and families. We've also heard, because of the low barrier to entry, that a lot of casual players are looking forward to sitting down with their friends on the couch and having a beer before going out or something. But the game does offer enough depth that it does capture more competitive players. We've hosted tournaments at DreamHack, Super Smash Con, and a lot of tournaments. And basically, we've noticed that it appeals very well to both casual and competitive audiences. Okay,
so why do these audiences like King of the Hat? We think it's because everybody has worn a hat at one point in their life. So in that sense, you can really relate with the game. And this also allows us to kind of make characters based on hats. And people choose these characters and make them their own. So, you know, they'll say like, I'm a Cole player, or I want to be Snapback. And yeah, in addition to the character design, we're also, we really focus on simplicity, this simple control scheme that kind of builds on fundamentals that gamers have been taught for a long time. Like Mario's like jump on a player's head to win, and we're just taking that one subtle step further, where you have to jump on the player's hat. But the hat is also a throwable weapon and your life. It's the unique double-edged sword mechanic of the game that just builds on these fundamental principles.
All right, so where do we go from here? So we spent our first 10 months of development on a playable prototype, and that's becoming very solid. The next step is to expand that into a full game. We ran our first ever networking test this month, and it was successful, which means that we're primed to release with online multiplayer on a closed beta at PAX 2018. Furthermore, we have a very adaptable, IP, with a rich backstory and unique characters that extend themselves very well to multiple different types of mediums. And finally, this game is going to be the building blocks for everything we do in the future, which means that all of our prototypes from now on will have multiplayer, will have all the movement already built in.
So right now, our plan is to release on Steam at PAX East in a closed beta format so that people can really start giving us a lot of feedback and we can make sure we tune the game to exactly what the players want. Our full plan is to do a full console release in 1 year's time, and because we believe that the game really belongs on the couch with your friends. Thank you very much for listening, and of course, hats off.